Hello and welcome back to the stream where today we are going to be playing Genshin Impact. Now today I am playing Genshin again. One, because it's Monday. Two, because I actually have a lot to do in Genshin. Because I want to get to the event as quick as possible. Though I can't do that without doing some major quests. So we're going to be doing Genshin maybe throughout this week. Similar to last week. And then when we finally get to the event, everything is cooled down, we can actually do the event, then I will probably switch back to Hogwarts Legacy and Genshin. And 3, just because I feel like it. Give me 1 second to make sure everything is good. And it looks like it. So last time we left off realizing that we are indeed in a dream at... what was it called? The Sub-Zero's Festival. Which is basically Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday. Or Nahida. We did meet her. We were basically trapped in a dream that the sages were controlling, so then they could, like, steal memories from people, and then it's, like, in a constant loop, but it's not. It's really confusing. Now, we think Ferris the Knight of Flowers is the dream holder, so if we make him realize that it is a dream, then I guess the dream will end? And then I'll go back to the actual Sub-Zero's festival. Nahida did say she was doing something, actually. I think she said outside of here, which, I think she's actually going to, like, a different universe or something to save Dunyarzad. But basically, the Traveler had seen, the worlds appearing and disappearing. It was really creepy. But actually, if you leave here, you will actually be stopped by the guard, which is really cool.
Hey, stop right there. No one is allowed to enter.
I just realized this actually. I never even tried this before.
Whoa, okay.
Puppy, no! And then, I actually don't know what happens if you leave... I know what happens if you teleport, because this weekend I was working on a little bit of exploration. So I teleported out. And when you teleport out, you basically just have to do, what you're currently doing again. And I honestly didn't need to skip that much dialogue, which I was thankful for. But I will actually show that right here, because I don't know what happens when you actually leave. Obviously it gets really creepy. Hope the puppy didn't follow me. But it gets really dark, and it says, will interrupt your story experience. And then it's as if I would have teleported out. Because now I can teleport, but then I'm gonna have to restart and talk to Nahida, which is fine because there's not much dialogue to skip. At least from my memory. So it says Nahida's right here actually, but I think this is technically where Ferris is. But if we teleport back to Sumeru City, then I think it's just gonna teleport us back to where Dunyarzad would be if she hadn't died. And then Nahida. But I don't think I have to skip that much, because it was just them realizing Dunyarzad died. Nahida probably going to save Dunyarzad somehow. She's an Archon.
It can no longer endure
And
the
then
constant
realizing,
dream harvesting.
hey, Ferris could be the Dream Wheeler.
She's actually
Let me
the
skip
real
these really
Dunyarzad,
quick.
so another Dunyar. But person puppets are still,
I did do this last stream on Friday.
I just gave her a little wisdom, so she could look at life in a new way.
This Sumeru Archon
that
quest
she could
is
be her
actually
own
pretty
person.
big. So
far
I'm
from it.
guessing the
And still a
Fontaine
long way. I couldn't
Archon
even save her.
quest might be
If I were a competent
either
Archon,
just
please
as
don't
big
beat
or
yourself.
longer, which I do like.
Don't be like that.
And then once I get to that
to
one,
prevent more
I'll
tragedies
finally,
like this. Great, but although
or
this
not
is
the
happening
Fontaine
huh?
Archon quest. Obviously,
Wow,
Fontaine
if
hasn't
this
even
which
come out yet.
means
God dang.
Imagination.
Once I do
Imagination
this
is like when a
Archon
server-
quest
however,
completely,
the dream will
there's a
but
bunch
right
of different
now,
acts.
Our host is unaware that this is a dream.
Then I'll be able to do the
We'll not
event once I
find
do
some
Eula's story
power we
quest.
find, and even if we did,
Please
after
story
all,
quest,
like you
because
said,
I need to do
it's
Cleese to do
extremely difficult.
Eula's somehow.
As for me, out of town? Yes.
Although Cleese
Hurry and
is
go.
actually very short.
She was such a good person. Was such
And
a
then it said
but
I actually needed
was
to do
wondering.
Kokomi's story quest, though I already did
Huh.
Kokomi's story quest,
So,
so I don't know why it
what
says
do
I
you
need to
think
do that.
Whoa, that
Though
let's
maybe
go
once I
ask
do
him
the other
some-
story quests, it'll disappear afterwards. I don't know. Talk to Ferris the Night of Flowers. See, I don't think it would be Ferris's dream, but it wouldn't be one of the sages. Because, well, if they know about the plan, then obviously they couldn't conjure up a dream in the first place. Because that makes the most logical sense. You know you're dreaming, you're most likely gonna wake up, unless it's like a lucid dream. Lucid dreams are hard, in my opinion. Hey Ferris, can you end this dream, please?
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
I mean, I know you're not technically Ferris, you're Vihar, but... I mean, I highly doubt this is your dream.
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What
Yeah,
do you need me to
literally
do?
this whole samsara came out of nowhere.
Make a wish?
Imagine your wish coming true before your very eyes. Oh, that makes sense, because if he thinks of something during the dream, then it'll appear if it's his dream.
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
No, not necessarily.
Okay. Okay. My wish. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Oh, that is so wholesome. Vihar. Oh, that's adorable. See, I wonder what it would happen if the samsara ended. The samsara is basically the loop of the Sub-Zero's festival. While Nahida was still out in that, like, space of nowhere. I want to say the abyss, but I don't think the Traveler saw it as the abyss.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down.
Okay,
and
but
she
you
wasn't
need a
really talking
different
to anyone.
wish, because Dunyarzad is dead!
She just doesn't seem like herself.
At least the real
She's always so
Dunyarzad.
gentle and kind, and all the kids love her.
See, the Dunyarzad here is actually... It's hard to explain. The Dunyarzad that died before us was the Dunyarzad of the first Sub-Zero's festival. This current Dunyarzad that he's talking about, I think, is the Dunyarzad of the, like, 100th Sub-Zero's festival, or how many times they've done the Sub-Zero's festival.
I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
Okay, that is so cute.
So.
Also,
you
I
have a
love
crush
that
on
he has a
Dunyarzad?
butterfly on his hat.
Oh, is it that obvious?
Yes, it is.
After what I just said, I guess it is.
Do you
When she
actually
placed
talk
the
like
hat
that?
of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels.
Oh, really?
In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life.
Oh.
50 years, 100 years, I'll serve her till the end of time.
That's So cute. But Dinnerzad is kind of dead.
Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt
Can
like the right
you
moment to
wish
get it
for
off my
something
chest,
else,
but that was pretty embarrassing. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face.
Oh,
Here
wait.
goes.
Please come true.
Please work. Oh, is it gonna
Gonna
work?
open my eyes. Oh.
I don't think it's gonna work.
Oh, you're
What?
Fucky.
Really?
Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Back home you go.
Oh, you suck, Focky.
Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind.
She
I
was the
don't need
one
to see
girl
her
that
appear
stuck
right in front of me,
around. That's so
as long as
creepy.
she's happy.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all.
Are we gonna search
Like
all of
expected it
Sumeru
wouldn't
then?
be
What if
this
it's
easy.
Nilou? Wait, what if it is Nilou? Because I actually don't remember this. Because she wanted to celebrate the birth of a Lesser Lord Kusanali, her birthday, obviously. And then the Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of your god to your heart's content. What if the dream host is Nilou?
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her.
Obviously.
None of them has any idea that she...
See, I don't know if she's actually dead though, because Nahida was going to do something.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers.
I'll teach them a lesson they won't forget. Ooh, that's cool.
Huh? But Dia can handle them. Hey, Traveler!
Okay, maybe she's thinking, what if it's Dia's dream? I mean, I highly doubt it. I think it's Nilou's dream, honestly. But I honestly don't remember. There's only the biggest parts of the Sumeru Archon quest I remember, and it was the most recent quest I did, other than Kari Bear. But we'll get into that much later. Why are you guys so white?
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take...
Take Dunyarzad and leave.
Hey, this is my job. The homie Yannis pay me, not you.
Leave. Okay, that's really cool.
You... fine, alright. Knock yourself
Woo!
out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills.
Cause she literally
Anyway,
just
watch yourself.
witnessed Dunyarzad die. I mean, she didn't witness it, but technically the Dunyarzad in the bed was Dunyarzad's consciousness in the real world, and then her consciousness disappeared, hinting that she died, though I think Nahida's gonna save her. I don't remember. Oh yeah,
So you
Lumine,
got
you get to
yourself some
rage.
Suit yourself. You're going down.
Uh-huh.
Nice and
Ah,
tight.
crap, I
Steady
actually
as
forgot
steel.
something. I'll do that in a second. Whoa, but why can't you move?
Boba, get them!
The jungle.
Let's see, I forgot to raise my world level again because I did this when I was trying to do a challenge while I was exploring. Oh, god dang it. So I think my world level is 6.
Windblade!
No more tricks up your sleeve.
Okay, I don't like that.
Leave it all to me.
Freeze.
It's not gonna let me revert my world level right now.
You want this one?
Where? Oh my god. Where did you even come from?
Windblade!
Dude, get over here.
Boba!
I hate when they back away so far.
Steady as stone.
Spear, he shouldn't need to back away. Even with the spear, it's close range combat. No! Bye I'm on. I want to revert my
Traveler,
world level.
were you just taking your anger out on those guys?
She needs to take her. She needs to vent her anger somewhere because she's honestly been through so much, and she's gone through, let's see, 4 nations, including Simru. Yet she's still got 3 more. 4 if you count Conria, actually. I don't know if. Well, in the one video, it did say Conria was gonna be a chapter. I don't know if we're actually going to Conria, but
You and Nahida both. Dinyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this.
aww, Paimon,
Oh,
you're so
and
cute.
speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something.
As did I. I actually just remembered mentioning the videos that it was revealed that the girl in the one video was not in the Fontaine video, it was not Arlecchino in the very beginning, apparently. It was a new character. Let me search up the Fontaine characters. Because there's Lene and Lynette. Which are the twins. And then, where was the other one? I remember there being one more. There we go. Her name was... Or his name? Her name. Her name was... Freminette. I'll show it right now in just a second. See, I've already shown this previously, but I might as well show it again. Just not the whole video.
My mission.
See, I don't even know who's talking here. I think it's Lene, though I'm not sure. See, I thought this was Arlecchino, the Harbinger lady. But apparently it isn't because she doesn't have the long braid either. Because I thought this was like something relating to Arlecchino's backstory. Maybe she drowned. I don't know. But it does look like she has scuba gear nonetheless. Or is Firminette a boy or a girl? I honestly don't know. But this is Firminette.
Everyone sinks. Make the most of the final
See,
feast.
I think Firminette is a
Because for
girl
the
because I
sinners,
think this is Firminette
The curtain
talking.
call has come.
Maybe it's Arlecchino.
Ladies and gentlemen, she did
Because
it!
that's Lene and Lynette.
Seeing is believing, my friends. This has been Linny and Lynette's magic
Linny.
show.
Whatever.
And rise.
And then I don't know who these guys are, but this guy is really cool. Whoever he is, I am wishing for him. And then there is
The right people.
this guy who seems like a judge of sorts because he appeared at the end, like sort of in a judge's chair. And obviously it's the nation of justice, so I wouldn't be surprised us going to court.
Whoever controls
And then there's this lady who points a gun at us, apparently. She actually has an electrovision, which means she could probably be a playable character, which I'm not surprised about. I really hope that judge
Controls
guy
everything.
is,
the right.
See, I wish I could see if he had a vision. Because I want to know if he's playable. But I don't know about this guy, if he's a playable character. Although he does look very cool. And then there is this lady. From the Electro, I want to assume she is an Electro wielder. But I don't know.
In a nutshell,
I don't know her
magic
name.
is what you see.
Very fun.
And then there's
Let me make
Arlecchino.
something clear. You think
I
of yourselves
thought
as magicians, but when
that
you're on the stage,
Arlecchino's
you're
hair
first
changed
and
or something like
foremost
that, but
actors. Good actors hone their craft.
But apparently, a lot of people were shocked that Arlecchino had long hair, not just me, because in the one video where it showed all the Harbingers, it did not show that she had long hair. And this part of this is just cool. This is so cool. And then there's like a Polaroid painting from a camera.
Boring. I mean, why do I even bother?
See, I don't know who she is though. She's like the other characters.
When are we going to finally see a real twist for once?
Maybe he's like him? Cause I don't see a vision. I mean, I see a lot of droplets, but I see a lot of droplets on the other characters too, like droplet-like symbols.
When are we going to finally see a real twist for once?
Oh, you'll see a real twist for once when I get to Fontaine, because apparently I'm going to court. And then...
Please refrain from levity in the court.
What is levity? He's really cool, but I feel like he's gonna be the big boss in... Or not, like, the actual boss you fight, but a boss. For Fontaine, like... He's gonna sue us, probably.
This trial is far from over.
Yeah, and I feel like he's talking about us. I mean, he doesn't have, like, the big banger thing, but... It does look like he's, like, a judge of some sorts. So, what is levity, actually? Humor or frivolity, especially the treatment of a serious matter with humor or in a lacking manner, due respect. Okay. So the characters that were officially released, I believe, are just Freminette, who is a cryo, let me see, cryo claymore, it seems. I think. Oh! I was looking at Freminette's character stuff, and apparently Linne and Lynette are, or Linny and Lynette, are the older brother and older sister of Freminette. Okay, if that's actually true, that's really cool. But it looks like she's a cryo claymore. But that's really cool if they are related, because then there will be voice lines. Then there's Lynette, and she is Animo, but what does she wield? Lynette. Okay, I don't know what she wields, or, I don't know what she wields or what star they are, whether they're 4 stars or 5 stars. But that'd be really cool if they were the older siblings of Freminet. I also love the name Freminet. It's fun to say. And then Lene is Pyro, I believe? Yeah, he is Pyro. But they're all really cool! Oh, but when you're an F2P, you gotta decide which characters you want, which characters you don't. The one character I know I want is that one black and white haired cool looking guy.
Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the
Back to the
Samsara
Samsara
started,
and
we came
Sub-Zero's
here with
festival.
Junior Zod because she wanted to pick something up.
Did she?
She said it was because she had forgotten something.
What did she forget? I don't remember. Sure, I remember
so
that.
Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival.
I wonder where she's staying. Maybe it'll give us some clues.
Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle in a haystack search.
Okay, but try Nilo. I don't know if it's Nilo.
This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but
She's literally dead.
desperate measures.
Plus, she's your friend,
The
so
windows are unlocked. Okay,
ironic that the windows are unlocked. Neat.
Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
Yeah, be a total creeper. Paimon enters the room and a while later carrying something.
This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it?
Is it gonna be a diary? Oh, hi, Celestia. That's terrifying. Whoa. Does seem like a diary. An elegantly written note. After almost 16 days, I was able to get these notes written before the Sub-Zero's festival. 16 days writing these notes? Jeez, Junior Zod, you're determined. Although, to be fair, it's not that much for 16 days. I'm not judging. Once the festival ends, you and Paimon will probably continue your journey immediately, so I was hoping that I'd be able to give you this to you before that. Oh, so this was a note for us? Wait! This is a compilation of folk legends concerning Lesser Lord Kusanali. Junior Zod! See, it's like Tepe. I really like Junior Zod. But why did she have to die? I don't even know if Nahita's gonna save her or not, because I don't remember. This is a compilation of folk legends concerning Lesser Lord Kusanali, created from a series of interviews that I conducted in succession and wrote down. Oh, that's why it took 16 days. That makes sense. Oh, I'm bleeding. I interviewed so many people, but I'm afraid there are very few who know much about her. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Still, I hope that this will be of use to you in your search for her. Oh yeah, I definitely found her alright. Though I don't know how, even in a dream, she got out of this sanctuary of Surasthana. We'll question that later. Although, to be fair, it did show the bird in the one cage getting free, so that was like a representation of Nahita getting free from her cage, aka the Sanctuary of Sarasthana, aka her bedroom. Gandharvaville's water supply was once contaminated, forcing everyone to go very far out to get water. But one day, people found that the water was drinkable again, and some said that a green light was seen near the water source the previous night. Everyone believes that this was the divine power of Lesser Lord Kusanali at work. Actually, since it's near Gandharvaville, that might... I mean, I'm not questioning Kusanali or Nahita or anything, but that might actually be from the Aranara. Though I don't know. this sounds quite possible. The, the decontamination of water sources via natural means probably takes ages. Did Lesser Lord Kusanali appear in Gandharvaville then? Or Nahida's little friends, the Aranara? Though I don't know what power the Aranara have. Other than making dreams, obviously. After Mama passed away, I was super afraid. Oh wow, you wrote it specifically from the interview. I was super afraid of the dark and couldn't sleep. But from one day on, I heard a voice that would chat with me till I fell asleep. Nahida, and you say you're not a good Archon. You were the best Archon. A nice lady told me that Lesser Lord Kristinali must have been watching over me. Poor child. I hope that the Sub-Zera's festival makes him a little happier. This is quite similar to something I experienced back then as well. She's indeed a gentle god. Yeah, but I mean, there's still a smidgen of me that needs to be a little wary of Nahida because I don't know if she's actually gonna hide stuff from us. I mean, technically in the future she does hide one thing from us, I think. Though that'll be confirmed later. There was this one time when I had a wee bit too much to drink and couldn't find my way home to save my life. Then, when I turned the corner, I could have sworn I saw Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know what she looks like? Do you know that she looks like a little shrimp? Because if so, that is what she looks like. Though Archons can technically change their forms, so, I don't know. She was very tall. Oh, and had most muscular arms, and she caught me when I slipped and fell. The next morning, I found myself sleeping under a tree. Okay, that's terrifying to see Nahida tall and buff. Maybe it was the blacksmith guy, the guy that's similar to Wagner. Wagner's the only blacksmith guy that I actually remember. And he's from Mondstadt. The next morning I found myself sleeping under a tree. I reckon it must have been her looking out for me. The fact that you were sleeping under a tree, I don't think that means that it was from Nahida. But sure. I'm not sure this one has that much value as a reference. That's probably just a tree, right? Very tall and most muscular arms? Wait, did he collapse into a tree? And then thought it was a person? I have no idea. These folk records appended with Dunyarzad's references and opinions leave every page densely packed.
Wow. Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right?
But when did she try to go get it, though?
This book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her.
Oh man, that's just sad. Ooh, Lumi is mad. And rightfully so. I mean, I want to beat the crap out of that Grand Sage. Talk to Dunyarzad. Even though she's not Dunyarzad. She is technically Dunyarzad, but she's not. It's a whole thing. Oh. What's your name? Not even gonna try to say that. Don't know why I thought I could. I'm taking your stuff. Thank you. How many wishes do I have? 7. Okay. Just checking. Dunyarzad! Is it your dream? I highly doubt it's your dream, but is it?
It's Dunyarzad's puppet.
Technically, it's a faker. I'll feel better if I say this out loud. Thank you. Oh!
Traveler,
That is so sad.
you must be exhausted.
Crap.
Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time.
How long is really,
Even the
really
last
long?
time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity
Oh.
ago.
Okay, so the yellow does mean that it was the past. Okay, but why does it have to be yellow? I mean, I don't really care, but... Oh, that is so sad. It's literally like the situation with Tepe. I love her crown and her outfit too. I like all the people of Simruz's outfits. Aww.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zerus.
But it could be Nilu's dream! We gotta see! I can barely recall it now.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point
Huh?
of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Okay, the fake Junior. Wait a second. Wait, is this a memory?
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that
She didn't sound like the fake Dunyarzad.
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
I'm so confused.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come...
Not leave behind any regrets. Aww.
What? Where are we going this time?
I don't know. Are we going to the Sanctuary of Suristana to watch the Dance of Sub-Zerus? What? But at this time, the sages would come over and stop it. Did she realize that it could be Nahida? Not Nahida, Nilo? There's too many N names. Okay, but then the sages are gonna appear, right? Yeah, because here they are. The Grand Sage and his
If you
lackey.
continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency.
Can I punch him
advise
yet?
that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this?
Please! Nilo! Dream! Okay, wait! No. Wait. If we...
Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
Okay, but if Nilo is the host of the dream, and we stop this in front of the Grand Sage, what if he's lucid? What if he knows this is a dream? Then he'll know. Oh my god, I'm gonna be wanted in every nation, aren't I? Because technically I was wanted in Mondstadt. I was needed in Mondstadt, more specifically. I was wanted in Leeway for a short time. I was definitely wanted in Zuma. Now I'm wanted in Sumeru. And then I'm gonna be wanted in Fontaine, because then I'm gonna go to court somehow. Oh, Nilo, you're dreaming!
Traveler.
Traveler, what the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the academia, that's another day gone to waste.
Well, the day's almost over anyways. Don't look at me like that. You too, lackey! You have no business in this.
Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff?
They're puppets. So if something changes the course of the events, then something different happens? I mean, that makes sense, but... She stepped in front of Nilo this time, and so he froze. Because that wasn't programmed, per se. Also, I love that Nilu's dress and outfit was inspired by... I think she said it was inspired by the Goddess of Flowers? Either the Goddess of Flowers or Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, because they said one of them had horns, and the horns on her outfit were actually inspired by that. It's really cool. They're puppets.
Oh, of course! If this is the sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this.
Nilo!
So they're just substitutes.
Nilo must be so confused right here.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
She is dreaming! Because those are the real Patisaras, aren't they? Or are they Patisaras?
Like I said, they symbolize
They
the goddess of
are!
flowers.
Because
It's
she
just a
couldn't
shame that
mimic
all
the
real
exact
Patisaras went
purple.
extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Patisaras in memory of the Goddess of Flowers.
Okay, so the Goddess of
He
Flowers
ultimately
and the
could
Greater
never
Lord are
truly replicate
different
that beautiful
people.
shade of purple.
So then there's Lesser Lord Kusanali, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and then the Goddess of Flowers and the
Beautiful
Scarlet
shade of
King.
Purple.
Ah,
Aren't these flowers real Patisaras? Just
They're
like the ones
big.
from the legend? I didn't even notice. Tanyarzad, did you find these?
huh, she's here?
Didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So how?
Paimon!
Yeah. What's going on here?
Close your eyes.
Uh-huh.
Do it! Imagine the Grand Sage and his entourage are not here in front of you. Didn't she just say they disappeared?
You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try.
We're acting weird. You're the one dreaming.
Hey!
I knew it! She totally is the Dream's host. I love her hair, by the way. But she is the Dream's host because she is the one that the Grand Sage interacted with. I don't think it was because of that interaction, just because he noticed her the most. Though if he did someone random from the crowd, that would be even better.
Who's the host? What a surprise! Purple Patisaras don't
Go
exist in
celebrate
the
the
real
birth
world
of your
anymore.
god.
In Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage.
For as long as you wish, or whatever he said. Yeah, how does she know what the real Patisaras look like? I don't think she's over 500 years old.
It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Patisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu?
Correct.
But if we want to end
I
this
mean, I
samsara,
figured it was
we
Nilu
need
from the
host
start,
to
but...
become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Nilu,
Am I
you're dreaming. That was easy.
Huh?
How do you come to that conclusion? I mean, you're right and all, but...
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sabzeruz festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you
Wrong,
think
but you're
this
not
is-
wrong.
As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
But she
Yeah,
dreamt.
But have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City.
I think I
So
remember
it was
that.
about the first sage, huh?
And then the guy found like some sort of animal, I think, that talked to him and said that the Dendro Archon was always watching? I don't know.
Yep.
Something like that.
But in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story.
Oh?
His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him.
AKA Vision?
All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the
I mean,
first
I think
sage,
Dendro
as
Visions
if
are
all the
given to
knowledge in
those
the world
with
was being
smarts,
painted onto
but...
a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said
all
to the
the knowledge
Dendro
he could fit
Archon,
in his brain?
I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried. The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love.
Oh, that's
In
creepy.
the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
So
Yeah,
the
imagine
first
telling that to
sage
your
was
wife and
dreaming ever
kids,
since
like,
the
hey,
beginning
I
of the
found this
story?
animal that
He never
talked to
went on his
me
journey?
and said that the Dendro Archon was always watching me and that I'm gonna found like a really popular school that's eventually gonna go corrupt in the far-flung future. Imagine saying that to your wife and kids.
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story.
Well, she does know that it's a dream, so we should be in the real world now.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too.
Nilu, don't make us repeat this again.
Since we're in
Dance!
a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can.
Oh, heck yeah. I just want Dunyarzad to see this. Oh, heck yeah. Was it a Dendro Crystal Fly? Oh, that was. Where did the Dendro Crystal Fly go? She turned it into like a
The wait
lotus
is over,
thing.
everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zero's.
Again, I don't understand these dances, but, you know, it's cool. Also, she does have a Hydro Vision. So she could be doing some of it with her vision? Unless the dream is, like, slowly disappearing as she's dancing. Oh, it is! Okay, that's cool. How it disappears like a hologram. Nilu, you had to put us through so much pain.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
Aww. Dunyarzad! Aww. How is that possible? Why are the people glowing? Why is she glowing? Why is everybody else glowing except Paimon? Nope, we're glowing now too. Nilu, you put us through so much pain just to dream. Man. I mean, I know it's not Nilu's fault. It's totally the Grand Sage's fault. And his lackeys, but... Still! That was a giant dream! Though, to be fair, dreams can seem shorter or longer.
Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time.
Technically, you have.
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night?
No.
Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. The Sub-Zero's festival!
Did you remember?
Finally escaped from the Sub-Zero samsara?
Hopefully we left, but
Take off your
where's Nahida? Let's go see Junior's at. Can I take off my terminal? But if I took off my Akasha terminal, I wouldn't be controlled any longer. I did take it off.
She's not in her room. What happened?
Usual spot. But, I wouldn't be controlled. Then what would happen to the other people that were being controlled? Would they just be like in a stasis almost? Just like constantly asleep or constantly frozen or something that we would see? That'd be really creepy.
Huh?
Like
What
Sleeping
usual
Beauty.
spot?
The spot by the boxes? Right? Oh, over here! Yeah, this actually does seem like the usual spot, at least with Nahida. Oh, Nahida! Catherine.
Well done, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine, question mark.
And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad!
You should recognize the voice. This does not sound like Catherine.
Don't scare us like that!
Obviously, well, it'll be explained why she can do this, but Archons can also take the form of a living being. Now, she didn't take the form of a living being. It'll be explained later.
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you.
Did you dream?
I just had a dream.
I mean, you're alive.
And I saw Nilu performing the dance of Sub-Zeros.
Yeah, that's not the most shocking thing. The most shocking thing is Nahida being in Catherine's body and you being alive. You shouldn't be alive. I'm happy you're alive. You shouldn't be alive. Catherine. Or Nahida. What did you do?
You're actually Nahida, aren't you?
Obviously.
I felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And
So that was
did
Nahida!
you save her?
So that was Nahida at the Sub-Zero's festival. Before the whole loop began. Instead of Catherine. So then you can imitate the voice of other things as well, such as Catherine? Because it did
It's a
sound
really
like
long
Catherine.
Story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else.
It's so weird,
How about
Catherine
by the
having
Traveler's
this
favorite
high-pitched
bench?
voice. Favorite brunch by that food place? Yes. Lambed's Tavern. Ooh.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right.
What are the sages gonna do now,
After we
though?
parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero
I highly doubt they're finished
I
with
left
their
the city
plan.
and saw what the Traveler
They were
had described.
collecting knowledge. Somehow.
Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion.
So she wasn't completely dead?
Once Dunyarzad could
Why
no
is
longer
there a
be the
keyhole
Akasha
in
harvest her
Catherine's
dreams,
back?
her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream. where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear.
So you were
I used
able to
all the
find
power
her
I had to
dream
keep her
and bring
dying
her
dream
back
alive
from
as
that?
long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara.
Oh, so
it
you
looks
were
like
able to
we
keep
did
her
manage to
dream
save
alive.
Kinder's out in the end. Not a moment too soon.
And then we ended the samsara, and then you didn't have to sustain that any longer. Okay, that was nice.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I
Because
thought you'd
Kinder's
be so
alive!
mad that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions.
As you can tell, Archons know nothing about human emotions. I mean, obviously, Eventi and Zhongli kind of do, but Archons aren't human, so they need to understand humans.
Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently. Alright, you two must have a lot of other questions for me, right?
Oh, yeah.
After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions.
Thank you! Okay, but why can't I ask a question about my brother or... I mean, this isn't the end of the Sumeru Archon quest, but... about my brother or Conria, why can't I ask that? Because you probably won't know much about Conria, because you were born only like 500 years ago. But... what about the dream of Irminsul I saw in the Avidia forest?
At the
Vidia's
Avidia
fun to
forest,
say.
there was this incense that made the traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge tree and a red sky.
It's creepy and cool.
You also heard someone's voice, right?
Irminsul.
It said world and forget me.
Yeah? How did you know?
Yeah, so you do know. We've been wanting to ask you what that was about. And if the red sky was related to
I want to ask about her brother and Conria. Most of all.
It seems like the traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died.
Did she say world forget me? Because she wanted the world to forget her so then you could be the Dendro Archon? That's so cute! I mean, I know things that people who haven't done the Sumeru Archon quest don't, but it's still so cute!
As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after
Okay,
the
so she
disaster
didn't
in
die, she just
Kanya.
disappeared.
The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable.
See, it was after the disaster of Conria, which is really creepy because... oh, I can't even explain it because it's spoilers to those who haven't seen the Archon quest. Ugh. I can't wait till I get to the Fontaine Archon quest, the Fontaine thing, so then it's no longer, spoilers, and I can theorize about a lot of things as I do it.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from King Deshret. King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago?
World forget me, that did not sound like King Deshret.
Worship him. You probably just heard some of their conspiracies.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what does the message mean?
She wants the world to forget her. So then the Nahida can...
I still haven't managed to decipher it.
Oh.
Even the Akasha isn't currently capable of doing that. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it.
Contaminated?
Many devoted scholars
The
go
knowledge
mad
of
as soon as
Teyvat
they
is
connect their
contaminated?
consciousness. I've warned the Academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it.
Yes, because they're idiotic in thinking that you're not their true Dendro Archon. They think Rukkhadevata is still their Dendro Archon, which is why Rukkhadevata says, world forget me. Because you are the Dendro Archon. You are the worthy Dendro Archon. You are the best Dendro Archon.
But I
Not
believe
King
this is the
Deshret,
key to
not
saving Irminsul.
Greater Lord
That's why I
Rukkhadevata.
kept trying to
technically
decipher
speaking.
it. So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick! Is it because of the contaminated consciousness? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about...
Is that because of the
seems like our
cursed
search for you was all in
knowledge
vain.
in the desert of Sumeru? Because I heard something similar, but I don't know.
The traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness.
Because I'm not
I've
from
never
this
seen
world.
anyone like that. With you here, we may have a chance at deciphering it.
Oh yeah.
No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This is the only one left. This puzzle has life
How
and
do we
death at
save
stake.
the knowledge
It
of
could
Tevat
determine
as a
Irminsul's
tree?
fate, as well as Tevat's.
Okay, I know nothing about knowledge, and any plant that I touch dies within a few days, if not a few hours. I can't keep a plant alive. How do you think I'm gonna keep a tree that giant alive? Why do you look like Catherine?
To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness. How did you do that? Poor Catherine.
Paimon, have you not
Does
noticed
that
the
mean you
keyhole
can
in
also
Catherine's back?
occupy other people's consciousnesses? Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal.
Okay, to be fair, that is actually terrifying. But I think she said it was easier for her to enter Catherine's consciousness rather than anyone else's, not just because she's wearing an Akasha terminal.
The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When
But
necessary,
then-
I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
See, it hints at the keyhole on her back. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet. Now, those two words, Snezhnayan puppet. I think in one of the streams when we watched the video of all the harbingers, we saw one harbinger next to like a big bulky machine that seemed to be kind of living. That was one of the harbingers. Either the machine is the harbinger or the girl is the harbinger, though I don't know. I think the girl or machine, I don't know, created Catherine. Because Catherine is not a human. Catherine is literally a robot. Here, it's actually revealed. What does bionic mean,
Hold
though?
on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret?
Yes.
So Catherine is... No wonder Paimon felt something was off about her.
Bionic. Having artificial body parts, especially electromechanical ones. Can't believe I was able to say that. But... yeah. No wonder Paimon felt something off about her. Why didn't you say something sooner? She literally has a keyhole in her back. Catherine isn't human.
What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana?
She is trapped in the sanctuary of Surasthana, to be correct.
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana,
Does that
ostensibly
mean...
for the sake of protecting me. But I've hardly heard from them since.
Okay, Venti said he was the weakest Archon. Now, I don't believe that was true. But if it is true, then... Nahida is stronger than him, though maybe it's like in mind power? I don't know. Do Archons get stronger the longer they live? If so, holy crap, Zhongli might be the strongest Archon because he's 6,000 years old. He could be as old as Tevat. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know.
However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing.
No, but you can't just accept that, though. You can't accept the abuse from your own people. That is so depressing.
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest?
Literally, for 500 years.
Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida?
Say it.
In some ways, they aren't wrong.
Yes, they are.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent.
Do not justify their
After her death,
actions.
the Akasha is still empowering this nation.
You are omnipotent. You are literally able to transfer from body to body. So long as they have something connected to you, which is technically considered the Akasha. But still, that the Akasha is connected to you. Do not justify their actions, Nahida.
And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom.
You're
Moreover,
the God of Wisdom.
Academia is also more proficient at governing this country.
No!
My existence has little meaning.
Nahida, no! Please don't think that. This is so sad. I want to beat up the Grand Sage so bad. To me, you're an excellent Archon. You're beyond excellent.
Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you. Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha.
Yeah, do they know that?
Trying to find
They
a
probably
way to
don't
save
know that.
Soul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime.
See, you are a deity by doing that. You're literally a deity, not by choice, but because a deity is a god, you literally are a god. But to become the god you want to be, you're risking everything to save the life of Irminsul, to save the knowledge of Tevat. Still don't understand what that means by Irminsul being the knowledge of Tevat, but by doing that, you're literally becoming, or already are, the Archon you want to be. Nahida, please!
Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough.
Nahida, it's more than enough. What about the Sage's plan?
There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time I've seen them step out of line.
Yeah, because it's the first time they've had a plan.
And what they hope to achieve.
They've had a puppet.
Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Okay, so the sages deliberately avoided wearing the Akashas. So they didn't get sucked in the dream.
To join some kind of project.
That's why we could hear their voices. Could it be related? Most likely.
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming.
No one has realized the issue with the Akasha? Why are we the only ones that realize that? Does Nilu remember any of that?
You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams?
Smile!
Yeah, it's been such a long time. No one's noticed something's up? It's not that
They've
no
been
one
wearing the
noticed.
Akasha so
It's
long
more
that
like
they,
no one cared.
like, wearing the
Ultimately, it's
Akasha
all rooted
almost
in the
all their
sage's
life. That's why
misdirection.
they don't have dreams? I mean, it would make sense because if they had one collective dream that just went around in circles constantly, then they would be able to collect the dreams easier than by each individual person, but still.
Misdirection?
Once they start having dreams, they're
Sages
gonna be
convinced
freaked.
everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru. Even if the truth
Which is
that their
depressing.
dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential.
Why would she create it if...
That's why I've never come out strongly against this.
Oh, Nahida!
Anyway,
You're the
perspective
Archon now.
advocated by the sages
I'm the
drowned
captain
out
now.
any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams.
Yeah, because it's renowned as a thing to be crazy, basically. But it's literally just your consciousness doing what it's supposed to do. Dreams aren't supposed to mean anything. It's literally just your consciousness. So, if by having dreams, you could be smarter. Though, I wouldn't suggest following your literal dreams because... I mean, follow your dreams, sure. Just don't follow your literal dreams because... Yeah, I think there might be a few world quests after this that actually... people try to follow their literal dreams, and one guy almost tries to walk off a cliff, I think. Yeah, don't have any other questions. Though I am curious about her brother and Conria.
Got it. I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge.
Aw.
To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while.
Go ahead, Nahida.
And you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero Samsara in the immediate future.
Why?
Get some sleep. Leave everything to us.
Yeah, just because it was
What a
worn
relief.
out. That's adorable.
This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
See, they're the tear symbols
Paimon? Why am I here?
that are similar to
Do
the ones
either
in
of you know?
Fontaine. Maybe that's just a coincidence. You're here because you forgot why you were here and we were helping you back to the Adventurers Guild.
Maybe you were sleepwalking.
Maybe.
You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to
Dare.
wake up.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime.
Yeah, can I
Oh,
visit your
I'm
maintenance
fine.
personnel?
I better go. Thank you.
Catherine, you literally just revealed that you're a puppet to us. Unless you think that we didn't hear it, but we did, and we know that you're a robot.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her. Oh, we can't just keep waiting around like this. Let's go find Catherine and pick up some work so we can at least keep ourselves busy.
Obviously, that was just the first part of the Cimarron conquest. There's more. There's a lot more. Do I have to do all of it? Oh, no! Of course I do. And I can't even continue because there's another world quest that I unlocked. Too many people talking. Actually, if you have Nahida, and you use her E skill on people wearing the Akasha terminal, you can actually see what their immediate thoughts are. It's really cool. Let me collect these and then go to Catherine. Because I forgot where this leads off. Because obviously it was separated throughout Core of 3 recruitment. Oh, that's the reputation thing, I think. Man, how many acts and chapters does the Sumeru Archon quest have? I mean, I get it. It was split throughout many updates, but god dang. I hope I don't have to do this for Fontaine, because then I'm gonna forget by the time I do the next Fontaine Archon quest. Unless I just wait a bit for the entire Fontaine Archon quest to come out. Though I would risk having spoilers. I don't know, that's for the future. Let's see. Um, let's see, what chapter am I on? I am on chapter 3. Act 3. Okay. Wait, what did it say? Yeah, chapter 3, act 3. Okay. Dreams, emptiness, deception. That is correct. So then, technically, I have 3 more acts to go. I have the 3rd one to do, the 4th one, and then 5th one, and then that should be the end of the Archon quests. Those are all acts, so they might take a while. Talk to Catherine in Sumeru City. It's been a long time since the Sub-Zero Samsara. It's literally been a few minutes. And many things cannot be ascertained until Nahida gets back in form. Today you go to the Adventurers Guild as usual. I hope the Fontaine Archon quest doesn't do this. It might. Whatever. Although, to be fair, there was one update where it, like, skipped a whole update, where it skipped, like, 2.9 or 1.9 or something like that. I don't know.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us today?
Okay, that was weird where I paused that. When does Fontaine come out? August 15th, 2023? Excuse me? Wait. Wait a second. That's next month. We have a month left. Oh, heck yeah. I am so excited for that. Alright, Paimon, I'll unfreeze you. Okay, that is really cool. We have a month left. Yes! I am so excited. Although I haven't even explored the part of Sumeru that I wanted to explore, so we got a lot to do.
Commissions, huh? Let me think. Oh, about this? Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium this afternoon and recite a love poem on stage.
Doesn't even try to hide it.
Wait, say what now?
I gotta recite
And if
a
possible,
love poem?
please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing the poem.
Huh?
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
The audience would definitely have a reaction.
I see. It appears that you're not interested in this commission.
Do you not know how humans work
In
either?
that case, please go to Port Armos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
How am I gonna do that?
Hey, that's not any better.
They're literally mercenaries. Mercenaries and orphanages really don't go together.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure the mercenaries will have some interesting reactions as well.
What are you trying to...
Paimon's gotta ask. Just who exactly has been submitting these commissions to the Adventurers Guild?
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually,
Nahida!
wanted to see the
I
two of
knew
you in
it!
action.
Oh, god dang it. I knew it. I was just thinking, like, wait a minute. All of these quote-unquote commissions are to capture human emotion. Catherine seems to know at least a little about human emotion to seem like a human, even though technically she's not human. She's suspicious. Especially since she's from Snatchnia. Anyways. You're Nahida.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually
You're so cute.
That kind of chance
Hi!
to observe humans doesn't come by often. Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When did you get into her head? From when she said, add Astra out of sauce?
Did you know when we
So
were
it's been
coming
you
over
this
here?
whole time? Are you done resting up, Nahida? Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways.
That was
And I just
literally
had
a few minutes ago.
Really long dream.
What did you dream about?
It was another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival, except it was
Obviously, the
happy.
god of dreams can't
In
have
my
her
dream,
dreams taken
I
away.
was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around
Oh,
me.
Nahida!
They danced round and round, and everyone looked really happy. I also
That's
got
so
to sit on the
precious.
flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me really, really high above the ground.
You're tiny,
And
so
he was
that's not
throwing
much.
an endless amount of Yalda candies at the children. You know, Nahida,
Throwing all the candies at the
we
children.
even had the Sub-Zero's festival really
Not
here.
for the children, at the children.
Curious time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday.
But you spent your birthday in a circle trying to help people.
Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both looking at me like that?
Oh, Nahida, you are so precious.
Wait, could this be an example of the emotion known as pity? No, we're pitying you. That would only make everything worse.
Could this be an example of the emotion known as
By
pity?
the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homianis haven't allowed any visitors after the festival, so we
even
haven't been
us.
able to check on her.
Well, I mean, I guess if she returned home, then they'd keep a
She
closer eye on her,
was
because she did
restful
ran
at the
away.
time. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, we can only cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsul's own withering. But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up to and what they're planning.
Yeah, how do we do that?
Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like the Samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival.
Imagine that happened, like,
So our
right
first
now.
priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sages' activities. As for how we should pull that off, let's discuss it somewhere else. There are too many adventurers around here.
Yeah, I can see that. There's
Good
two.
point. Sorry, adventurers. We're gonna be borrowing Catherine for a little while.
Look! I love that look. Dream Dreams, emptiness, deception. Where are we going? Okay, nope, we're not even going to Lambeth's Tavern.
Let's continue our chat here.
That's not far, Nahida.
Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida? Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts.
See, I've seen this symbol right here across all of Sumeru, mainly Port Ormos and Sumeru City, obviously. Also, there's that droplet. Is that a reference to Fontaine? I don't know. Maybe that's just me thinking that because I saw a lot of droplets. Anyways, apparently this is the symbol of the Darshans altogether. Not each Darshan specifically, obviously, but like all of them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many Darshans is there? Wait, there's 6 Darshans. First Darshans were established at the same time as the Academia itself by Greater Lord Rukadavada under the name of the 6 Great Schools, representing a type of wisdom, which are led by a great sage. Okay. And then they're led by a great sage, and then the Grand Sage rules all of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there is 7. Okay. Maybe like one on top is the Grand Sage or something. I don't know. And then I think that's the symbol of the Eremites. Maybe. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts. Possess a key figure in the Academia? That wouldn't work, I don't think. Possess a student and infiltrate Sage's headquarters? Maybe. Grab someone close to the sages and question them? That wouldn't work, because if they were close to the sage, then they would be loyal to the sage, and then tattle on the sage. Maybe this?
No way, that's too risky.
All of them are too risky!
You mean it'd be too easy to get caught? No, it's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students in this. A single mistake could completely ruin their lives.
That's true.
Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goals.
Oh,
How is that
Nahida!
any different from what the sages are doing? That's
You
a
are
good point.
so precious.
Spoken like the god of Sumeru.
Exactly. Okay, but both of these are possessing people, though.
I've already tried that, but all the key members of the Academia, even the core 30 guards, intentionally avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Of course, it could also be because they're wary of me. Have you
Yeah,
already
I
caught
wonder
the sage's
why.
attention? I'm guessing not yet, but this trusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me.
Urban legends?
In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly.
Grab someone close to the sages and question. This isn't gonna work because they're loyal.
We're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything about their goals, any rash move could tip them off and lead to terrible consequences.
Yeah.
After all, every
I
person
wanna
in Sumeru
collect the
City is
thingy.
one of their hostages.
It's taunting me. Can't think of any. Okay, so we were supposed to do all of them.
Are we really out of ideas? Nahida,
Go to
you're
Sumeru
super
and
smart, so you
Sumeru
already
Desert
have
and
something in
explore for a
mind,
bit?
right? Don't keep us in suspense. Spill the beans already.
Please.
According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the Academia, rejecting impractical
One of the
notions
Darshans,
at the
obviously.
beginning of a planning session will give more weight to the actual proposal. Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? You don't have to use that kind of gimmick to make us take your ideas seriously. Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get ordinary people involved, Then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't decided to side with the sages.
I'll hate them?
You're saying we should recruit a spy? That does sound like it could work.
I'll hate them.
Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the Academia's back. They probably
Yeah,
aren't
clearly,
in
because he
cahoots.
already stole
Actually,
the...
I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Sataria?
Her?
Sataria. Paimon remembers now. Isn't she the one who's always trailing behind the Grand Sage of the Academia?
Oh, her! I thought you
We
were
ran
talking
into
about the
her
lady in the
basically
beginning
every
with the
time Subzerus
cave.
Festival repeated itself. You could even say we're old enemies by now.
Oh, yeah.
Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke to Nilu.
Oh, but I hate the Grand Sage so much more.
I've always liked observing all kinds of people, and Sataria has always stood out from the crowd. She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the Academia, and also gave her the opportunity to serve as the sage's assistant. Oh,
Clearly.
Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then. Paimon feels like most of the desert dwellers around the city are working as mercenaries.
Yeah, because that's
name
probably the only
Sataria
job
means
they could
star.
find.
When she lived in the desert, she shone like the brightest star in the night sky. Later on,
Ironic.
she was chosen by the sun. The star was given a place in the daytime sky to complement the sun's dazzling light. Soon after, the star
Okay, but
witnessed
don't
the sun
compliment her,
scorching the earth,
Nahida.
which brought forth many disasters.
I mean, yeah, she's technically
The
still one of
star
your
began to
people,
waver.
but
Instead of
she
staying
also
beside
plotted
such a
against
sun,
you.
wouldn't it be better to return and light up part of the night sky? But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
So basically, she wanted to return to the desert, but she's stuck with Sumeru City anyways. Right? Those are Sataria's true thoughts, right?
From the sound of it, Sataria's just hung up on the research opportunities here.
I mean, who wouldn't be, but
She doesn't really
who
support the Academia.
smart wouldn't be.
She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert, right? She's just running away from her problems.
Yeah, clearly. But I think people in the desert actually suffer more than people in Sumeru City because, not just because there's the forbidden knowledge or whatever it is, there's also, what is it, like, the crazy sages or something? I don't remember what they're called, but we'll meet them soon, I think.
Indeed. When they are presented with complex moral issues, many people will simply plug their ears and go with the flow until the problem can't be fixed anymore. She's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. She can't deny her part in their schemes anymore.
Yeah, they might do something to her if she leaves now. Because then she has information that most people don't. Yeah, sounds like the person we need, but I'll hate them!
Right. We must somehow make her face her problems again.
And Sino,
That way,
too.
not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also
Guilt
use it
trip
as
a
an
lady that's
opportunity
working
to
with the
redeem
Grand Sage?
herself.
Oh, heck yeah!
From my past observations, Sataria will take a day off from the Academia every 10 days to do some shopping in the
How
city.
often do you spy on
Tomorrow
people?
afternoon just happens to be a shopping day for her. That'll be our chance. To prepare, let's go check out some of her favorite spots and have a quick chat with a few of the vendors there.
See what she likes? We're not going to Lambent's Tavern. Let me collect this. Oh, investigate. What is this? In light, why is Paimon here? In light of alternating day cycles, one can see the homeward figure of the lighthouse on the bridge. What? What lighthouse on a bridge? What is this? A riddle with a proverb or something? Alternate day cycles. Homeward figure. Alternating day cycles, it probably suggests, like, turning the time, but... Oh, is this an actual quest? Hello, traveler. Oh, maybe this is the Adventurers Guild in Sumeru. Are you interested in Drusus's riddles too? God dang, that's too many S's. Who's Drusus's? It was set up by an academia researcher known as Drusus. As far as I know, he's an eccentric even among the academia crowd. Why is the camera paneling like this? That's so weird. He loves to talk about riddles with anyone, as well as research all kinds of encryption methods. But some of the riddles are too incomprehensible, so not many are willing to deal with him. So he came up with the solve riddle for prizes idea to basically get people to pay attention to him. Simply put, this riddle actually hints at a treasure trove. Ooh. Oh, so you're the branch master. You're like Cyrus then. You just have to show up at the right place and the right time using the right method and you'll get the treasure. Okay, is there any hints to the right place, the right time, and the right method? Drusus also gave a hint saying that the locations are all within Sumeru City. Well, that makes it easier. Still not easy. As you can see, no adventurer has been able to succeed. Well, yeah, I'm gonna be the first, apparently. You can certainly try if you're interested. But if you ask me, I'd tell you to do something else more productive. So it's basically like a smart riddle. You have to be smart to do it then? Or what? Did I get a quest? Did I not get a quest? That's leeway. Okay, I guess I'm not doing that then. In the light of the alternating day cycles, one can see the homeward figure of the lighthouse on the bridge. What? Homeward figure? What does that mean? Lighthouse on the... Is that a lighthouse? There's a lighthouse on a bridge. One can see the homeward figure. What is a homeward figure? The shadow of the light. According to Paimon, homeward figure is the shadow of the lighthouse on the bridge. So I just have to make it so the shadow is completely on the bridge? Do you know anything about this? Nope, you just talk taxes. I don't care about taxes. Can I actually see it slowly going over there? Can't. Man, that would be so cool if I did. Why does it look like that cloud is shrinking? Where's, Celestia? I feel like Celestia's up there somewhere, but I can't see it. Okay, so does it have to be more night? Or it's getting more day. Oops. So that much? Ooh, that's creepy from above. Does that help? It does help. Okay. Am I doing the right thing? I don't know. I feel like being distracted. It did nothing.
I just don't think we should squeeze the merchants too hard.
If there's one thing you need in this job, it's patience.
Huh? Did I get anything? I didn't get anything. Do you know anything about this, Al? Oh, no, you don't.
After I've saved enough.
Oh man, what does it mean? I don't understand, and I wasn't even given a quest for it. He said treasure that got my interest. He is a liar! Alright, gather information as instructed by Nahida. Okay. Nabia.
This should be Sataria's favorite fortune-telling spot.
Woo! Oh, I remember this!
So should we ask the fortune teller about Sataria?
Ask her to tell her fortune, please.
No, I already have enough information on Sataria.
You just
The
want
most
us to
important thing
do our
now
fortune?
is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking style and key characteristics.
She's a child!
Talking style and key characteristics?
I'm human and I don't even know what that means.
Have you become troubled over your fate?
Nope, I know what you mean now.
The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears.
She talks like
If that
she's
be
over
blessed to
1,000
me by
years
the
old.
gods, I may be able to show you the way.
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding her future.
It is so cool that she can actually mimic the voices.
Of
Random
course,
day in
of
Sumeru, we'd be
course.
talking to Nahida and
In
we
that
wouldn't even know it.
case-
Would the person even know that Nahida did that? Or hi, kitties. Why is there a pure black and pure white
It
cat?
would
That's
seem
creepy.
that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
Okay, how do you know that though? Okay, you as a little girl should know that I offended technically a god. She is technically a god. She called herself the Heavenly Principles, but still, she is a god.
Only mocking the god of Animo,
That too.
questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness,
Yeah.
and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Hmm?
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Yeah, we totally weren't being serious or anything. Ooh. Forget about health. I'm gonna do the prospects of love.
Love prospects? No problem at all.
Is it like a palm reading? Or?
The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed.
Do Paimon and Nahida
One
next.
who's fated to cross your path will appear on... Huh? So many people will fall for you. How could that be? Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Oh, Luby's getting in a harem.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune telling you've ever done.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That's not a complete lie.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is suboptimal. As such, there
How
will
are
be no
you
change.
using words that
that
I
so?
don't know?
Well, that can't be helped.
It doesn't make sense.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of fate.
Who said anything about reverse? Can I feed the kitties? Oh, I can't feed the kitties. I want to feed the kitties.
I've never seen Harut and Marut be so wary of anyone.
And probably because she's not even from this world. Why is that cat so big? Why is that cat so small? It's like yin and yang cats. Even though it's Sumeru, it's not supposed to be based on Japan.
Is this another one of Sataria's favorite stalls? Yep. It
No,
belongs
we're
to
just
her
going to a random stall
His
just to
father helped
look.
Sataria a lot when she first moved to Sumeri City, so she still comes by whenever she
Staring
has
off into
time.
the distance.
When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Okay.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Flattery.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild?
No, she's not.
Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of,
Nahida, are
where
you
did you learn
get
this
rid of the Adventurers Guild's Mara?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him.
Okay, she
After
asked
that,
about
I
the
began
past.
making pottery by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice.
It depends per person, basically.
Something you love.
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg.
Oh no.
Since he had already saved enough Mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos now.
His leg is still broken?
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement.
Oh, Nahida.
I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
So
No
you
problem.
asked about him
Rest
personally?
easy, all our goods are sure to meet your every need.
I'm not a big fan of pottery, but sure. Gather information is instructed by Nahida. Okay. I'm mainly just watching what she's doing, but Lambed's Tavern? That's not surprising. Lambed's Tavern
This
is
should be
big.
our final stop. Sataria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia. So she always comes by whenever
Oh,
she's out in the
you
city.
spy on
Yeah.
people.
You've really thought of everything.
She is the goddess of wisdom.
It's my duty to protect Sumeri's citizens, after all.
Oh, Nahida.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
The difference between Nahida's and Catherine's
Sorry,
voices.
I don't quite remember. If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's right. I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood
I can tell by your
staring at
name,
ships
Shishan.
going in and out of the port.
Doesn't seem like something
I came
from
to Sumeru
Sumeru.
to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent. But
Like
I'm
a
still
strict
discussing
college
all
like
kinds of
Harvard or
problems with
something.
different scholars. And I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get into the academia after their next
The
round of
restaurant has a
exams.
basement?
What an admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
How big is that place?
Sure. But you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
First I've heard of it too.
That's right. It's not usually
I mean, I
open to
probably heard it
patrons.
before, obviously,
Most of
but
the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
I see. Yes, that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
what Darshan would you even be in? Talk to Nahida, Catherine, and Nahida. Okay, yeah, this isn't far from people, Nahida. They can still hear.
So, was that everybody? Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Sataria. the information we've collected. Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make
I'm
Sataria
so
face her
confused.
problems.
You literally
Sataria
just
is already
asked
used to avoiding
everybody
her problems, so we
about
must
their
find a way to
personal
break through her
lives.
usual sensibilities. I remember you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormuz are
There's
all
big
making a fuss
trees.
about the upcoming resurrection of King Deshret. Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Sataria's soft spot.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. You want to take advantage of the guilt Sataria feels about her homeland.
Guild trip.
Although she
Guild
said she
trip.
would return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages.
Yeah, she's kind of going against her people and King Deshret. If King Deshret were to criticize her actions,
So, how do we set that up?
can you mimic
Well,
King Deshret's
King
voice?
Deshret is long gone, and Sataria is also too smart to fall
I mean,
for
he's
any
so much
simple
older than
tricks.
you, and he's dead,
If we
but
simply engaged her under the guise of King Deshret's
how
believers,
did King Deshret even
he
die?
would definitely be wary of us, and we may
The
not
followers
get
of King
anywhere.
Deshret say that
But if we were to borrow
like,
some of her close acquaintances
Ruka
to
Nevada,
talk with
but
her,
I don't
her
entirely
reaction
believe
would
that. They were
probably be very
friends.
different.
So, you mean you're going to possess those people we just talked to?
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha.
I thought you said you were
Imply
going to
we've already
possess innocent
converted to
people.
the faith of King Deshret, and then convey our made-up will of King Deshret.
Oh,
As
that
long
makes
as everything goes
sense.
smoothly, we'll get through to Sataria for sure. She'll never
And then
guess that we
hint
have
at King
anything to do
Deshret in
with
the
it.
desert, making her feel guilty. That makes
We're going to use all
sense.
the info we collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form. Possessing them will only work if you can manage to pass off as them.
Exactly.
Oh,
Best
that
of luck
makes
with
sense.
impersonating them.
Huh?
Best of luck? But we don't know how to possess anyone.
That's no problem at all.
Okay,
I'll just
so you're
share all
making
their
me.
senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed them yourself.
Huh?
Huh. That is pretty convenient. But why does she have to do this? Can't you do it yourself?
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
Oh. I mean, you're good at imitating Catherine, though. Catherine
It's always
technically
been
isn't
painfully
human,
obvious
so.
whenever you try to pass as Catherine.
Alright, is this
If
an
it was at
actual
all
thing?
possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing how things are now, I probably should just accept it and push on.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone.
Says
and we'll
there's the
only be
crazy talking
following them for a
girl,
little
the
while
boat
anyway.
lady, and then the Mason
Alright,
dude with the
then
broken
let's give
leg
it a go
dad.
tomorrow afternoon.
Oh god dang it, there has to be a specific time. Can I get it spot on? There we go! I'm good. Yeah, that's the deep, luscious forest of Sumeru, and then there's the desert far over there. Although we'll get to the desert eventually. Oh boy, is this like an actual test? Do I have to do things that will affect it? I mean, if I fail it, then I could probably restart it or something. I don't know. It's not like I'm gonna fail the Sumeru Archon quest.
Oh, here she comes. Sataria's here.
Let's quietly follow her.
As if she's not gonna notice
With
us
their
standing
acquaintances,
here.
We'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you.
Yeah, don't mind
I
us
trust
just
you'll know
looking
what
at
to
you
say.
guys.
Paimon's starting to feel kind of nervous.
You're feeling nervous?
Okay,
I'm doing the
let's go.
possessing.
Looks like they've already started talking.
I think.
Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
Hiding spot, bush, perfect. I mean, it's so short compared to Catherine. That's adorable. Ooh, Catherine doing the thingy. You're in the heat. Whoa, that was creepy.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And Besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook.
Oh, it worked! Lumine is in her
Are
body.
you still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
I like that this is Lumine.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there.
The cats might notice though. Oh yeah, the cats totally noticed.
Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong?
No?
I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again?
Oh. Ard and Margaret?
Ah, that's right.
No.
They are just little
Thank
darlings,
God.
aren't they? Harut and Marut.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today?
Nice.
You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
Didn't I just read her love fortune?
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects.
Another, okay.
But to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
So she only does health and love?
Well, could you do a reading on how
There's
difficult it
my
can be to finish my current project at work? I really just want to get it over with.
I love how Paimon just instantly appeared. Sataria looked over, Paimon disappeared, she looks away, Paimon appears again. Oh, that was hilarious. I just realized that actually happened.
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth.
She does not sound like Nabia. I mean, she does, technically, but... What, I don't know which one it was. This one?
Sorry, your new laugh is just so hilarious.
No!
I couldn't help it.
It wasn't.
Oh, please pay no mind to those kinds of details. The gods are
Oops.
asking, Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really
That's
know everything I've
specific.
been thinking about?
Sataria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. The gods seem to be truly upset.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask for their divine forgiveness.
You think she's like a prophet
And
or something?
If I may ask,
Girl.
Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
Deshret?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all. King
Geltrap.
King Deshret? No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Wait a second. King Deshret passed away a long time ago.
Yeah?
Even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia.
Is it? Oops.
Insolence! I am King Deshret's most loyal believer. Do you wish to refute his voice of wisdom?
I didn't mean to skip that! Huh? King Deshret's resurrection is a misinformation campaign? That was the question. Her thought, basically.
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this city. I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
You asked for it. Girl, you're working with the sage. You're turning your back on your problem. Ooh, whoa. That is so lucky that they disappeared instantly.
Oh, she just ran off in a hurry.
At least her body's like put in a stasis. That's
Well done.
creepy.
Sataria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss.
Oh, this one is
Perhaps
gonna be even
something she's been
harder.
trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her? That must have shaken you
She's
to
so
the core.
confused.
Aw, Nahida, it seems like you understand human emotions really well after all.
She's
All
trying.
I know are some abstract Haravatot theories. And in any case, my time with you has shown a lot of them to be utterly useless.
What is the
I'm still
Haravatat
trying to make sense of
Darshan of? What is Haravatat? Semiotics. That does not help. The study of signs and symbols and their use or interpretation. That does not help. Whatever.
Anyway, enough of that. Let's hurry and catch up to Sataria.
Let's guilt trip her
Keep
more.
him. Right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
It's no longer afternoon. Oh, there we go. I was like, does it actually have to be noon? She's doing the artifact thingy.
It's
Cool.
okay. I just got caught up in something.
What were we
actually,
talking about?
Didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again?
Masonry work?
Oh, right. Your old man's craft. How could I forget?
Oh my god.
Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better?
His leg was broken. What do I do? This is so confusing because the answers are so similar. Was his leg healed? I mean, he's an old man, but...
Oh, that's good to hear.
Oh,
I have been thinking a lot about him. If I could get some more time off, I'd love to pay him a visit.
thank God.
Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Let him know that recently, faith in King Deshret has taken root in Port Ormos and has begun to spread across
Yeah,
Sumeru.
taking root.
He
It's
has a quick temper and has
giant.
always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those King Deshret believers because of a difference in beliefs.
Oh,
You're
so
literally from
who are you
Sumeru.
siding with in all of this? The Academia or King Deshret?
You gotta pick a
I'm
side.
so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray King Deshret, and now you spend all your time
Nice,
with those crooks
Louise.
from the Academia.
Guild trip.
Akeem,
Guild trip.
You don't mean you've also become a believer of King Deshret?
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Looking at them. Imagine looking
pick a
over
side?
and just seeing
Me?
your unconscious body. That would be terrifying.
Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this.
Before I knew it, I really started getting into the role.
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her.
Of course, she deserves
It
it.
might feel a bit overwhelming for Sataria.
A
But
bit?
once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything. Anyway, let's keep going.
Yeah, she's being used as a puppet by everyone. Follow Satari. Oh, she's going.
Come on! Sataria's
Yeah, well, I don't want her to spot us. Don't mind us, shopkeeps.
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately? Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
I do remember that I was in the basement.
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things,
Shrek.
I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Ooh, really guilt tripping her.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
I mean, technically she's not lying because Lumine did it many more times than she could count. So technically she's not lying.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Oh.
Jishan, don't tell me that you've converted to King Deshret as well.
What an
smile.
absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret. In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed?
You're from the desert.
You, who works side by side with the Academia.
Even though
and
King
treat
Deshret is
people
dead,
as nothing
there's
more
no
than
reviving him.
experimental subjects.
Please, please stop.
A little harsh, but
Now Sataria's still trying to run from her problems.
is it too harsh?
She can no longer justify everything to herself.
Clearly.
Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards. What should we do? This is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Matcha right away. The situation in the city is getting out of control.
I like her ponytail.
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
King Deshret! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Is it
Miss
just like they
Victoria,
fall asleep or they don't
nothing is
remember what
impossible.
happened?
You know my name?
King Deshret is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price.
It's not Nahida talking to the people, but King Deshret. Ooh, spoopy.
You must face the truth, Sataria. You
Nahida.
tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared. Child of King Deshret, never forget that the desert that belongs to you
Ooh.
lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Ooh. Ooh,
What an
creepy.
absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
Get a little bit of torment, but she deserves it. To be fair. Imagine the guard just waking up then like, what is going on?
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of King Deshret. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling.
Familiar?
I've also been
You've
running
been through
from my
this
guilt
before?
This whole time.
I mean, other
Guilt
than
over
that?
my part in the sage's plans.
Man, I want to go in
and
the
from hearing
lighthouse.
The letters from the children of my
I
homeland.
see the light on in there.
No matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
It's not too late to turn back.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth.
By going
Besides,
home,
Did
literally.
you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt?
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of King Deshret? Or are you the god himself?
Ooh.
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the Academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
Yes,
I've actually
atone
never
for
believed
your
in the
sins.
gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
We've convinced her. Yes.
How much do you know about the sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zero's festival.
I mean, you could
But
see
I know very
Paimon.
little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents.
Obviously, they can't
I've
trust
just been
anyone with
working
that kind
to
of
meet
thing.
The Grand Sage's specified requirements. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary of him.
An outcast that even the sages are wary of? Who would that be? I heard that a scholar who was recently expelled has returned to the city. Even the sages are still quite wary of him. Now, Sino is a Matra. I don't know what the Matra are. So, is that all Hatham?
To fight against the Academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential
That
documents you
might
mentioned?
be all Hatham.
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project.
Yeah, do you
One
feel
thing,
you're
though,
good
I
about
won't be
being an
able to
assistant
transfer
to the Grand
documents to you
Sage?
through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha.
Obviously.
Let me see. Let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance.
The Academia entrance.
How can we
Wouldn't
trust
that be
you?
too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I assure you, this won't be a trap.
Says the
I'm
person
only
setting a
suggesting
trap.
this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents.
All right, I trust you.
So, if I were to successfully complete this task, would it mean I've atoned for my wrongdoings?
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
Ooh.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered.
Yeah.
As the god of wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars.
Yeah,
Maybe
she's
it's
quite
time for
literally
me
guiding
find
me
a
to
god
guide you.
believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our
Hide
side.
behind the box.
The Traveler's execution was ingenious. She's the one who deserves all the praise. Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Sataria's mission to
Okay,
go
but
off
this is
without a
still
hitch.
really suspicious.
But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars?
No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that. Anyway,
The truth is
let's
the
meet
true
again
guardian
tomorrow
of the
evening
scholars?
at
That
the
makes no
Adventurers
sense. Catherine must be so confused, like, why am I blacking out and then going to random places? This is so strange. Catherine. Let me click this. Oh, right, there was the birthday thing that I wanted to read because it was Kave's birthday. Let's see, when was his birthday? 7/9, so that was yesterday. Long time no see. I literally have never seen you before, but sure. I was planning on sending you something, so I wrote this letter. I heard you're traveling all over the world. That can't be easy. Oh, definitely not. Definitely traumatic for Libby, no doubt. I've recently brought several new varieties of coffee beans to try out at home. After we compared the taste of each dish, we decided that this was the best. You'll find that variety attached to this letter, and I hope it'll raise your spirits in the days ahead. Where are you from, Kave? Are you from the desert? Are the coffee beans from the I'm confused. Life often seems as if it's a tapestry composed of undulating lines, but if it is at all possible, I sincerely hope the lines drafting out your future are sustainable lines ascending upwards. Safe travels. That's actually more mature than I expected it would be. See, are these coffee beans to make Kave's dish? Because this is obviously Kave's specialty. But it's a different dish, but in a character's specialty, it'll look a little different. So this is what his looks like. Okay, that's cool. Was that a That was reviving food. Okay. Forgot to read that. Anyways, Nahida. Is it today? Or was it tomorrow? It might have been tomorrow. I'll try it. There's glowing mushrooms. What are those about? I'm so confused about those. Is that because of the Aranara? Wait. Wait until the following night. Okay, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Can I go to 9 specifically? I wanna... Or 19 specifically. What time would this be in? 12... That'd be 7. Right? Because 18 would... Yeah, 18 would be 6. This would be like 7 at night. Okay, now I don't care to go to 9 specifically. Or 7 specifically. Whatever. Ah, God. I refer to this as military time, and it is so confusing. See, that I think is the chasm, because I think I see the rocks.
Catherine, we're here! Oh, you are the other Catherine, right? That's right.
Oh God, I thought...
I'm the other Catherine in your mind.
Can't we just call her Nahida?
Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity. Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a trap.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's a trap.
If something were to happen, my existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play. After all,
the
Academia
ace
should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the outside world. Yep.
Obviously, since you're God.
Paimon was thinking.
I somehow doubt that. Just a small smirk.
Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard.
Do you feel like something's off? Yeah, I feel like this is a trap.
Off? What do you feel is off?
It's too quiet around here. Yeah, we're walking into an ambush.
It's the middle of the night. Of course it's quiet. You're not getting paranoid, are you?
Of course not.
No.
You're getting paranoid.
She's right. It really is a lot quieter than usual.
Uh-huh.
If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case for the entire city, though. Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence.
That'd be a really big coincidence.
Maybe Sataria figured out a way to not only distract the guards, but also to get everyone to go to sleep early.
I'm gonna be wanted in Sumeru City.
In peace. I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off. But now that we're here, let's go ahead and meet her as we planned. Well, regardless,
We're walking into a trap. I'm gonna be wanted. I'm going to be a wanted criminal. Go to the academia. Yippee!
There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards.
I mean, there's some people. No, I feel like this is an ambush, though. Oh, we are totally walking into an ambush. I'm gonna be wanted in every single nation. What even is this place? Let me take this. Adventurer's Pocket Watch and 100 aura. Nice. Oh, I remember. Nope, I remember this. Okay, to preface this, technically it is an ambush. Okay, I'm trying not to give too many spoilers here, but remember, Dottore from the Harbinger's video, and from the trailer of Sumeru that we watched? Yeah. Just watch.
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
Why are they cheering?
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last.
I like Dottore mainly
And to
just
a
because
rather
he's a good
spectacular
villain.
Welcome, even if I do say so myself.
He's a bad guy, but he's a good villain.
The outcast, expelled from the academia.
Indeed,
He
I
was the
am.
one.
Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
Dottore.
If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her
Backstory to
person.
him, he actually went to the
Clearly, she lacks
academia.
the degree of rigor
Obviously,
expected of a
since he
true
said he was
scholar.
expelled. So does he know you're
People of
Nahida?
Sumeru City.
They're being
What have you done to them?
they're being controlled.
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world.
I mean, she has saved nations.
My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
No, what should we do? These are all just regular people.
Don't sword actually
We need to get out of
Dolmo.
here.
Nahida, no.
That guy's a Fatui Harbinger. We can't just leave you here. Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru.
Nahida, no. What are you doing? Are you like pausing their Akasha terminals, Nahida?
Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
Nahida! No. No.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
Uh-oh. Nahida. Oh. What do we do?
This should be far enough. Paimon needs to catch her breath first.
Dottore, he was the one that did the experiments to wander
We only made it out
and
before.
what is her name? Kale. Wander and Kale, and now who knows what to Nahida. Okay, as I was saying before, I hate Dottore as like a character, but in all fairness, I like him a lot because he's a really good villain, just in my opinion. She can jump between mines. Hopefully she'll be fine.
Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2. So scary.
Was he number? Oh
He called
yeah.
himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that someone who once got expelled from the academia came back recently. And that even the sages are wary of him. Yep. Sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor.
Uh-huh. We underestimated the number of parties involved in the scale of the problem. He's the second of the Fatui Harbingers. We're lucky it's not the first of the Fatui Harbingers, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. Now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the academia. They're in cahoots with the Fatui.
Yeah, that's not surprising. The whole of Tevat is in cahoots with the Fatui so they can get the Gnosis, and apparently they're succeeding in already 4 nations.
But what are the Fatui after this time? Another Gnosis?
We need to find a way to reunite with Nahida.
Yeah. Things would be a lot easier with Nahida's help.
We don't have the
Leader said
Akasha,
we'll
and
meet
if we do
again
have the
outside
Akasha,
the
then
city.
Dotori can control
We
us.
can't just keep waiting around, right?
We have to find someone else who might be involved.
You mean...
Tainari.
Oh, right!
Why would...
Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some
Oh!
project when we were staying with him in the Vidia Forest? That has to be the same project. Even though
But he
turned it down at
rejected
the
the
time,
project.
he might still know something.
Maybe?
There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharvaville.
Is he the one that actually recommends Sino to us? Because Tainari met Sino when Sino came to Sumeru to return Kale. I love that Kale, Tainari, and Sino are like older brothers and little sister. It's so cute. Do we have Prima Gems? We don't. Man. What the heck? Ah, that's... See, you'll actually see a character moving there. That's actually from the long world quest that I was talking about. Yeah, we're gonna ignore her. Because we help her, that starts the quest, and there's gonna be a lot of talking. So we're gonna ignore that.
Hold it right there.
Huh?
A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy.
We've
got
you looking for me.
Take a look around. You've fallen right into our trap.
Yeah, I'm really not in the mood.
Are you mercenaries from the Corps of 30? Did you come here to arrest us?
Do they look green?
Corps of 30? We're nothing like those government lapdogs who don't even get scraps for their work. We are an elite brigade that commands the highest commission rate in all of Sumeru.
Uh-huh.
We're here on the orders of a client known only as the Outcast.
Dotori.
The outcast? An outcast from the academia?
Sounds like Dotori to me.
But why wouldn't the doctor just send the Fatui after us?
Local mercenaries might have an edge over the Fatui.
Still wasting time on idle chit-chat. We'll shut you up soon enough. Get them!
Uh-huh. So you guys...
You're up, traveler!
Oh yeah, totally.
Nice and spicy.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Oh god dang it, I keep forgetting to revert the world level. I'll do that in a second. Why is the ground glossy? Word travels fast though. We just saw Dotori.
Get them! Steady us.
Where do you think you're?
I'm literally going nowhere.
Be gone!
What do you mean, where do you think you're going? God dang it, that didn't kill him.
It isn't over yet. Here comes reinforcements.
Yeah, the last one was reinforcements too.
I must leave no
Dodge this.
Windblade.
Uh-huh.
That was pretty rough. Is that what elite mercenaries are like?
That's what elite mercenaries are like? Probably won't be long before we see more of them. No, especially considering we're going to the desert.
Yeah. Looks like we'll have to keep our guards up.
No crap.
But this doctor guy seems like a pretty tough opponent. He knew exactly where to set up an ambush. Did he predict that we would try to find Tainari?
Maybe he went to Tainari first?
Going up against smart people is tough. Anyway, let's keep going.
I'm gonna check on Kali! I'm gonna check on the baby! Please! Can I talk to the puppies? I can talk to the puppies. Oh, puppy! Thank you for taking. Ooh! The puppy gave me 4 roses! Aww! Why is there more? Why didn't you attack me? Tainari, where's my baby? My baby! There she is! She's alive! She's fine! Oh, okay, so where's Tainari then?
Oh, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What are you two doing back here?
Urgent business.
Kale, it's nice to see you again. Are you doing alright? To be honest, I'm not doing too well. My Elazar has been progressing at a
We
faster rate
probably don't
lately.
want to mention anything
I'm
about the
finding it harder to complete
Torre.
more intricate tasks. As a result, Master Tainari is taking me off the patrol schedule.
No!
He will only allow me to stay here and coordinate other people's tasks.
Oh.
Oh, Kale.
Why does she seem so shocked? It seems like curing Irminsul is our only chance.
Speaking of Tainari, did he go off on patrol? We're here to talk to him.
We need to find him!
Oh, Master Tainari? You just left the Avidia Forest a little while
Oh,
ago.
of course he did!
He was headed to Party's DI.
Oh no.
He left? But isn't Tainari always saying that he never wants to leave the
Why
Avidia
did he
Forest?
head down to Party's
He
DA?
even turned down the Sage's invitation.
I like that name, by the way.
I thought it was weird too. Master Tainari always prioritizes his work as a forest watcher above everything. He almost never leaves his post. He left in a hurry this time, though.
He didn't give a reason?
No, I only found out that he left through a message he left behind. He also made sure to delegate all his tasks using a schedule.
Of course he did.
To leave in such a hurry?
Are
I
those
guess he had something
arrows?
urgent to take care of. Master Tainari originally studied in the Amorta Darshan of the Academia. And
Amorta.
Party's DI is something like the Amorta's research base. Many rare shrubs and grasses
I
have
like
been planted there
Amatura
for
better,
research.
even though
I know that before he
it's
became a
not
forest
spelled
watcher,
Amatura.
Master Tainari once spent a long time conducting research at Party's DI. A research base, huh? Gotta
Party's
wonder what
DI
kind of
has a
research
lot of
Tainari
plans.
just decided to work on all of a sudden. Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Party's DI.
Let's go! Please take care of yourself, Kale. I need you alive.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm used to living with Elazar by now. If you run into Master Tainari, please send him my regards. Got it. Will do. See you later, Kale.
Tainari! Oh, please don't tell me he's gonna run into Dottore. Into Dottore. Blah. I have no idea how to say that still, but Party's DI. Okay. See, I always confuse Party's DI and that place, the palace, because they're very similar. At least in my opinion. The Party's DI has more plants, I think. Although I shouldn't really say more plants, because this is literally the nation of plants. You're alive!
Wait, look who it is! Thank goodness you're okay. We were so worried about you.
You are Nahida, right?
Hey, this was supposed to be a touching reunion, but you're ruining the moment.
Actually, it's very smart of the Traveler to be wary of me right now. After all, the Doctor has shown that his technology can apparently even control human minds. Plus, it's not like you could have known what happened after we split up and I was facing the Doctor by myself.
I mean, you
Even
are
a
an
pool of
Archon,
stagnant water
but
after a torrential storm can occasionally pass as a patch of sky.
Paimon feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such an obscure analogy.
I believe you.
Huh? But I wasn't trying to win your trust or
I
anything.
still believe you.
All I wanted was to clarify my point.
That clarifies that you are Nahida.
Nahida, tell us more about what happened. Are those poor people all right?
When you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds.
Oh, so they weren't in a
When the
stasis.
Doctor mentioned depositing information into the subconscious, he didn't mean engraving information into their minds. Instead, he did something closer to creating hallucinations. That was still within my power to fix.
Yes!
Luckily, I
Girl
managed to finish
boss!
my restorations and mind jump away from him just as he was about to capture me.
Yes, Nahida!
What a relief. The Doctor sure pulled out some hidden cards, but good thing we had Nahida with us. I wouldn't be relieved just yet. I gave away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds, which means we've lost another one of our trump cards.
Wait, so everybody
Also,
saw you?
The doctor is already an expert at modifying Akasha terminals. Maybe it's only a matter of time until he captures my consciousness inside the Akasha.
No!
Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then how do we stop him?
There's the dragon
Still
spine
at the
spike
Academia,
again!
It's possible
You
he
can see it
already
from
started
every
messing with the
nation.
Akasha.
We need to hurry.
Ugh, it feels like he's toying with us. What a nasty piece of work. Plus, the doctor's
Good
combat
villain,
ability
bad
alone
person.
is apparently enough to make him worthy of being number 2 of the Fatui. We shouldn't give up hope just yet.
Number 1 is
Let's
the
try
guy
to
that
find
looked like he was
another
from
way to
Conria.
attack this problem.
I'm
Actually,
theorizing
Nihita,
Kaya's
returned to
grandpa or
Genshin
something.
Party's DI. Have you been waiting for us? Yes, I have. I
How
can
long
see
have
the
you been
power of
waiting?
Elemental energy, so I deduced your destination by looking at the direction you were moving in.
Huh?
You didn't come here for sightseeing, right?
You could see me from
Did
far
you
away.
find any leads? We're looking for a scholar we know. His name is Tainari, and the sages once tried to reach out to him. Why don't you come
Recently
inside with
tried
us
to
and
reach
see what
out
we
to
can
him.
find? Okay, let's just hope we won't get him into trouble.
Yeah, I think he'd be willing to help. Okay. Dang, no! Kemia. See, I like those little hair thingies. That's really cool. It's like a grape type thing. Hi, you're...
Traveler?
Hypatia! I totally knew your
Thank
name.
you.
I kept thinking Sataria.
It's Hypatia!
Long time no see.
Ah, what a pleasant surprise! It's so nice to see the two of you again.
Oh, I love the
Who's
new bowing
this?
animation.
She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest.
She's the
When
reason we
last
saw
each other,
Ermin's
She was
soul.
still training in the, what's it called?
Satyavada.
Satyavada life? Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends. You've come at just the right time.
Yeah, she's training in Satyavada life.
Hardly anyone has even talked to
I
me.
can't imagine she's
Hypatia, you're way too
her
excited
shock
about
if she
this.
ever realized she's
Actually, for you
talking
to
in
leave the
front of
Avidia
the
Forest
Dendro
means-
Archon.
You're not in training anymore? Wait, no. Did you already finish your training and reach Pariporna life?
Is that a good thing?
What do you think? My consciousness
I
has
don't know.
already managed to make contact with the divine.
You did it! Congratulations!
Yes!
It's so exhilarating to share this sublime joy with others at long last. When my consciousness made contact with the gods. Ah, what a supreme and unparalleled experience that was.
Why are you shaking like that? What?
That
Made
sounds incredible!
contact with the gods? Do you know where Tainari is?
Oh, all
That
right.
was creepy that she was shaking like that.
Actually, please wait. I haven't forgotten my promise to you.
Huh?
Remember? I promised to help you understand what you saw from Irminsul once I
Right.
gained deeper insights. My
We're not
current
here
self
for
has
that.
not only gained true insight, but I can even help you establish a direct connection to the consciousness of the divine.
Okay, wait, but
You can do that?
Nahida keeps looking at her. Nahida, why is your foot twitching? Nahida, your foot is twitching! Nahida keeps looking at her very strangely. Something's going on.
I've never heard of anything like that, but if you want to give it a try,
No, I
I'll
don't.
do my best to protect your consciousness during the process.
Thank you.
Hold on. I brought some spirit borneal with me. This is still a crucial part of the ceremony.
Of course it
We're
is.
using that incense again?
I thought I was immune to it.
All right now. Hold my hand.
I wonder
I'll
what
help you
Nahida
establish a
smells
pathway
with
to
that
connect your consciousness.
incense.
Okay.
I'm not so sure about this.
Ready?
No? Oh. I trust you, Hypatia. I don't trust what's going on.
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of
This
lies.
is the Balladeer's Wanderer's
My
Past.
fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god.
As you can tell.
My creator.
Wanderer, puppet.
My mother.
See,
Valuing
when he
strength
says
above all,
my mother, you can
she saw
hear
no
the
worth in
hurt
me
in
and
his
I was
voice.
discarded. The second was a human. My family.
I think he's like Kazuha's great grandfather or something. I don't know.
Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination.
But I still
The third
don't
was
know
one
that past though.
Exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest.
Oh.
Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me.
The kid had an illness and he didn't know that he
Humans,
wasn't immortal.
They can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing.
No.
So I said good riddance. I denounced the world and laugh in its face.
No.
My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion.
Wanderer,
Then it will be empty.
please.
A blank slate.
No.
And ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity.
As I mentioned last time, he took the electronosis.
There is no need to fear.
And did not report to.
The pain will be brief. Your era
I think Dotore is here
is coming to an end.
because of this. Yep.
What was that?
That was the Balladeer's past, which is so sad. Oh man, I hate that so much, and I love it so much. Let's see, the first was A, but she didn't want to destroy him. She didn't want to kill him, so she set him free, so he could live a normal life. Her intentions were kind. He just didn't think so. I don't know about the second guy, actually. That one's still confusing. It said it was because he told him about him being a puppet, and then he turned his back, though I think that was... He turned his back because he was, his friend was manipulated by Dotore at the time? Dotore, I mean. And then the third one, the kid had an illness, obviously. He died. Wanderer didn't know anything about humans, so... Yeah. It's so sad. And then he became devoid of emotion, joined the Fatui, became a test subject for Dotore, and then... up to the present now, where he stole the electronosis, did not report to the Fatui like he was supposed to. Though, I guess this is part of the Fatui's plan as well? Though maybe this is just Dotore's and Wanderer's plan. You'll see what I mean in a later stream, because I might stream Genshin tomorrow as well. This is neither Greater Lord's consciousness nor King Deshret's. This is Wanderer's.
Did we actually just see the Balladeer's memories? Everything matches what we know about him. But how is he connected to the divine consciousness that Hypatia was talking about?
Because...
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic god! Such a noble will! Such sublime emotion!
When she said she was able to reach the power of the divine, she reached the power of the Balladeer, and he tricked her. He's manipulating Hypatia.
Alas, shame. If only...
Alas.
If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filthy mortal heart. Oh, great and merciful God, please grant me forgiveness and salvation.
Okay, but he's not right in this situation, but he's not wrong. I mean, he's wrong for manipulating Hypatia, yes, but he's not wrong for being tricked by Dottore.
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no Periporno life, but rather...
Manipulation.
Why are you so mean to me? Why is everyone hiding from
Stop
me?
looking at me like that, that's creepy.
I found divine wisdom. Shouldn't I receive praise and honor?
The divine is literally right in front of you.
Darkness?
No, you haven't.
Hypatia?
You've discovered dark and darkness.
That's how I always thought everything should be. Wait,
What?
have I already lost my mind?
I mean, you're being manipulated, so yes? Okay, you're just... Bye!
Wait, something isn't right.
Yeah, no kidding. Uh-oh. What? What's going on? Uh-oh. Lumine's back. Yeah, but the blunt of his blade... What the... The blunt of his blade was facing away when he stabbed... That doesn't make any sense. Whatever. She's alive? Is she in the sanctuary of Surstana? Oh, I see you. Oh, hi. Yeah. Okay, so that was basically revealing everything. Let me explain this. Oh. Hi, Tainari.
Okay, we finally lost him.
Whoa, what the heck? Wait, was I not in my body then? That was really weird. So basically, as you saw, the Sage's project is to create a new god. It's to create the Balladeer with the Electronosis. And well, actually, I don't know about the Dendronosis. Well, they're controlling the Akasha, so I don't know. But they're definitely using the Electronosis to make the Balladeer the god. They're using the knowledge from the dream, the Samsara. They're using the knowledge from the Samsara to make him further into a god. And obviously, Dottore is helping. Yeah. That's why Wanderer was able to get into the mind of Hypatia, because he is turning to become a god. Technically speaking, he was supposed to be the vessel for a god. So, but he was unfit to be the vessel for a god, so all of this is just going into whack.
Are you okay, Nahida? Wait, no. Something feels different. You're back!
Wait a minute. So, the physical contact switched Nahida to my body and my consciousness to Nahida's original body, which she saw in the Sanctuary of Surasthana. If that is the Sanctuary of Surasthana. How are they able to trap a god? I mean, they didn't technically trap her, but...
Oh, the Traveler's back?
Okay, so you know about Nahida? What just happened?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the Catherine puppet was destroyed.
I love the earring.
After that, Tainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here.
This time, she didn't just transfer her mind into my body. Yeah, how would that work? 2 minds, 1 body? I don't know.
What? You swapped places? You mean your consciousness also went into Nahida's body?
Yeah.
Wait, then where is Nahida's consciousness? Where is she now?
Sanctuary of Surasthana,
I never
probably.
imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this.
She's the Dendro
Had I
Archon!
not seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed it. I don't think this can be achieved with current human technology.
I think I honestly like your new voice better than your old voice.
Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. She said,
Nahida.
the doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you anymore.
Nahida,
But
no!
even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies.
Shower of starlight can still drown out the moon. Illusions and lies. AKA, I think this means get help quickly.
Oh no! Nahida's trapped in the Sanctuary of Surasthana for good this time.
Okay, so
That
that
message
was
she
the
left for
sanctuary.
us, it's pretty vague.
She means get help. Also, yeah, this actually makes sense that it's in a code, because then if the doctor could seal up her consciousness or her body entirely, I don't know. Then she could probably see inside her mind, though who knows.
Oh, that makes sense. Since the doctor captured her, she won't be able to say anything without him knowing. She's being extra careful.
Oh yeah.
Even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies.
What did she mention of starlight? Did she mean the desert? We were talking about the desert earlier, and she had mentioned that Sumeru City being the day and the desert being the night when we were talking to the one lady and guilt-tripping her.
Huh. Paimon knows the moon illusions and lies are from the alchemical divination at the Sub-Zero's festival. Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria.
The moon refers to Nahida herself. Starlight refers to the people of the desert. Right!
Oh!
And an illusion and lies refers to the Academia's plans.
Do you think Nahida was telling us to go find help in the desert?
Yes.
But she isn't with us anymore. Think we'll be okay?
I have no idea.
You said Sanctuary of Surasthana, correct?
Yeah.
Does this mean that this Nahida you're talking about, the consciousness who was occupying the traveler's body, is the Dendro Archon?
Yeah.
Your guess is correct, but the situation's a bit complicated, so it's really hard for us to explain right now.
Well, we can explain on the way.
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. As for the complicated nature
I always
of the
forget that you're
situation,
technically a scholar
safe
still.
to say I have witnessed that for myself. I've
You're
spent
not
some
a
time
scholar
with
of
you,
Sumeru
and
City, but you're still
it looks
a
like the
scholar.
Dendro Archon's also on your side. So, I trust you.
Hey, you!
Thank you, Tainari. Oh, actually, we came here to ask you a question. What do you know about the project that the sages have been working on?
What's this stuff on your back?
That.
This is
While I was
stuff
indeed
on
invited to
you.
join that project, the sages were always secretive about its scope and goals, so I eventually declined. All I know is
You
that the
decline
project has
because of the
something to
loudness
do
of
with
the city?
restoration of Irminsul.
Or was that just an excuse? The restoration of Irminsul? I think I know the project they're talking about. They're creating a new god.
Huh? Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body?
The Academia is turning the Balladeer into a god.
What?
Yeah!
Do you have any evidence?
I literally saw it with my own 2 eyes. Do you have... I don't have evidence, but I suppose it makes sense for a scholar to ask that. I saw a nascent god under construction. Yeah. Actually, I don't know how I'm gonna survive that boss fight because, I can survive it with Zhongli perfectly fine, but I cannot survive it normally. Yeah, I'm getting a little nervous about that now. Though I suppose boss fights are easier when they're on quest, just because. I also heard that there was a new Sumeru boss. Like a snake god or something? I don't know. So I haven't seen anything of them. I haven't seen anything of the new parts of Sumeru. I got a lot to do. Hypatia also showed us the so-called divine consciousness. You describe what you saw when you exchanged consciousness with Nahida.
So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of being born.
Yeah.
Kainari, did you leave the Avidia Forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, I secretly took her to Pardis Di and began searching for a way to return her to her normal self.
Aww.
If I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert, doomed to a life of exile at our village. Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia has never thought particularly highly of Lesser Lord Kusanali, but
sages that go insane, they basically get taken by the Matra and sent to live in our village. I forgot what they were called, but they were what I was mentioning earlier. Yeah, a lot of people are exiled.
But I still didn't expect
and
them
Hypatia
to do
was
something
going to be, but
arrogant as creating a new god. Looks like I made the right decision.
Arrogant is creating a new god. We were literally just trapped in one day for like 100 days. The Fatui may have fanned the flames just a lot.
The Doctor and the Balladeer. We have 2 Fatui Harbingers in Sumeru.
Isn't there always
Sounds
2
like
in
we're for a
each
bad
nation?
time.
Let's see. I don't know about Mondstadt. There was Senora. That's all I know. But then there was Liyue, which was Tartaglia, Child, and Senora. And then there was Inazuma, which was Senora and the Balladeer. And then there was Sumeru, which was the Balladeer. And Dutere. And then Fontaine, we know there's gonna be Arlecchino, obviously. But I don't know if there is definitely like 2 of them in each nation.
From your description,
there wasn't a
I don't think
Mondstadt.
they've completed their project.
I don't
There
think.
may still be room for us to intervene. But then, what is the connection between creating a new god and restoring Irminsul?
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals.
I mean, we need to restore Irminsul and all, but not in the way that they're doing, I don't think. We gotta go to the desert and find someone.
Right. We've pretty much gone over everything we need to know, so we should head out. How about you, Tainari? What are you going to do?
I'll stay here for now. I still want to try a few more things to help Hypatia. If you're planning to go into the desert, start by heading for Caravan Ribat. That'll be your fastest route. Come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help. May the spirit of wisdom go with you.
Why didn't you mention Sino directly? Aren't you
Hopefully
friends with
Hypatia will
Sino?
feel better soon. We're off then.
Oh, you're still gonna take care of Hypatia. Hopefully she's fine. That's AR-47. That's pretty nice. So next time we are going to Caravan Ribat, which is basically the entrance to Sumeru. The desert of Sumeru, at least. There's a lot of underground things in Sumeru, but we'll get to some of those later because some of those are in quests. And then there's this. Why are these right next to each other? Does it like cut in half or something? I'm confused. Yeah, but basically before it mentioned some sort of wall. I believe these little rock areas are technically the wall. It basically separates the desert from the woods. And then crazed scholars are sent to our village to live in exile for the rest of their lives, I think. Which is honestly really sad. But I think I'm going to end the stream here, and we'll pick this back up next time, where we might actually meet Sino. Though I don't know, because I don't remember a single goddamn thing about this quest. As I mentioned before, I am probably gonna stream Genshin again until I get to the event, and then I could go back to switching between Genshin and Hogwarts Legacy. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, or wherever you are in this crazy world, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!